Hello guys, I am Shubham from Shubham Tutorial. This video is about interference and coincidence. So let's get started with the video. So basically interference is that crossovers. Okay, see if we know that what is a crossover, right? Okay, this is a crossover. Okay, we know. Then there is exchange of materials here, exchange of chromosomes. Okay, so this is known as chiasma, right? Chiasmata. Okay, so this one chiasma formation reduces the chance of another chiasma formation. Means what? One crossover. Okay, if there is one crossover, that will inhibit the other crossover. Okay, see, one crossover will inhibit the other crossover. Okay, means what? If this crossover occurs in the region, okay, then this will inhibit the crossover occurring in the nearby region, right? So this concept is known as interference. Okay, this is known as interference. Okay, this is known as interference, also known as chiasma interference. Chiasma interference, and this was first observed by H.J. Mueller. In 1916. Got it? So this he is the discoverer of this concept. So this interference is measured in terms of coefficient of coincidence. Got, this is measured by coefficient of coincidence. Got it? So there is a formula for this. Interference is equal to one minus coefficient of coincidence, right? Okay, so if the value of coefficient of coincidence is 0, means there is complete interference. Okay, and there are no double crossovers. Okay, 0, complete interference, and no double crossovers. We will not see crossovers, right? We know that. What is interference? Once again I will tell you that one crossover will inhibit the other crossover from occurring within the adjacent region or nearby region, right? This is interference. If the value is 0 to 1, means we say partial interference. Okay, partial interference. And if the value is 1, then we will see no interference, and expected double crossovers are observed. And double crossovers are observed more than double crossovers observed. We will see many double crossovers, right? So this is a interference basic idea, right? There are a lot of terms in this, right? Expected double crossover, okay, observed double crossover, then frequency of single crossover, frequency of double crossover, right? So that all we will see with the help of example here. Okay, see, this is the example. Suppose Drosophila females of genotype, this is the 3-point cross, we know, were crossed with males of genotype, okay, test cross. This led to 1000 progeny. 1000 is the total number of the following types. So they have given parental types, right? Then the next is B and C, single crossover, then single crossover between A and B, and double crossover, the least one. Okay, so we can reduce the order here. The order is ABC, right? How? See the double crossover and see the parentals. The parentals are, these are parental, right? And crossover A, right? So middle one is interchange in double crossover, so B. So the order is A, B, C, right? So this is the order. I will underline here. See, okay, this is the order. Now the single crossover frequency between A and B, right? See how they have how to find the single crossover frequency. Same like map distance, only we are not doing multiplied by 100 here. Okay, rest is same, right? It's just writing the numbers plus of single crossover plus double crossover divided by total progeny 1000. Okay, so we get single frequency between A and B, same with single frequency of B and C, right? See, these are the frequencies we got. Then the expected double crossover frequency, just multiplied the single crossover frequency, then we get the expected double crossover frequency 0.35 into 0.22. Single crossover frequencies multiplied, we get 0.077. This is the expected double crossover frequency. Then number of expected double crossover, number of expected, just multiply the expected into 1000. Okay, right? From frequency we will calculate expected double crossover number, so we will multiply it by 1000 total number. And then however there are actually only 23 plus 27. Okay, 23 plus 27 double crossover we will see, observed double crossover. Okay, right? So these are total 50. Okay, see this and this double crossover. If we plus, we get 23 plus 27 is equal to 50. So this is the 50 observed double crossover, and this is expected one 77. Okay, so we have got less. That means we can find the coefficient of coincidence, divide by, right, observed upon expected double crossover 50 divided by 77, and then we get, this is the coefficient of coincidence 0.65, right? It is 0.65. And then interference, we will just do 1 minus coefficient of coincidence, we get 0.35, means this value is between the 0 and 1. So we can say that this is a partial interference, right? So this is how we can calculate. Okay, these are some terms: single crossover frequency, then expected double crossover frequency. Just multiply the single crossovers. Again, expected, from expected double crossover frequency we can find the number of expected double crossover, just multiply with the 1000 total number of progenies. Then expected and observed crossovers are just seen double crossovers, total it, and then coefficient of incidence is observed upon expected double crossovers, and interference is equal to 1 minus coefficient of incidence. So this is all you have to remember, the formulas to find out the interference and coincidence, right? So I hope this video helps you. That's it for this video. If this video helps you, do let us know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, please share it. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified whenever new video is out. Also follow us on all our social media pages, and you can join us on Telegram and stay connected for the latest updates. All links mentioned in the description section.